Hello and welcome to the Tending Bike Show, and I am here with. Can you introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Kenny Mgee. I'm a member of Flex Entertainment, and yeah, I'm excited to get on with this interview with
Is
Tending
Kenny
Bike here.
Mgee on the track?
Kenny Mgee is on the track today. Yes, that's my infamous. I believe I've said it in basically every single one of my songs. I started off with Kenny Mgee on my track. When I start producing, I'm definitely gonna make that my producer tag. It's iconic at this point. You know,
Yeah.
I feel everybody knows it.
But today, Kenny isn't on the track right now. He's on the show, the Tending Bike Show.
I'm on the show today.
Yes,
So yeah, I'm excited for this interview.
let's do this. Now, Kenny, is it true that you are the richest man in Scotland?
It is true. If you read my Wikipedia page, let me pull it up right now. It is true though. However, the if I read it right now, you can find out that I don't currently have the money, and it's hidden. It's 50 trillion pounds to my name, but I'm not allowed to have the money until the week I die. So whenever that happens, I'll say this: I'll have a very nice spending spree. But yes, this is true. I'm the richest man in Scotland, and maybe possibly the richest man in the world. We'll have to wait and see.
Yes. Date of death. He's not dead. Is that true?
I'm not I'm not dead, and I'll never be dying.
He has
My
no
streams will
plans.
always be growing.
He has no plans on dying.
I will never be dying in my music and in real life. I will never die.
Also,
I will never
according
fall off.
Also, according to the wiki, you are 100 feet tall, the tallest man in the world. Is
Now,
that true?
if you look at my music videos, a lot of people think I'm shorter. You know, and when you see me next to other people I film music videos with, you'd think, yeah, no, he looks kind of short. But that's because I have retractable legs, and I can't show off my skills just yet. But it is true. I'm the tallest man in the world, 100 feet tall.
I remember you said you were 5'11", or are you actually 100 feet?
I'm I'm 5'11". I'm 5'11" when I'm around people, but at home I live in my nice tall 100-foot house, where I'm 100 foot tall.
I see. Anyways, next question for Kenny. We're gonna before we get into the beginning of the Kenny Mgee whole career and stuff. Is it true that you had a band with Young Boy Gas back in the day?
It is very true. I did have a band with Young Boy Gas. There's actually a story to this one. This is the first ever music thing I ever took part in. When I was how old would I be? Maybe 10 or 11 years old. My first year of going into high school. I met Young Boy Gas, obviously, and me and him were both very big into music at the time. Like 21 Pilots and like people like that were big into them, and we could both kind of play some instruments and stuff. And we decided, hey, we should make a band. That band was called Shades with a Z. I believe one of the songs is on Spotify. We used this free thing called Amuse, and
Muse.
yeah, no, we. Well, I mean, hopefully it's still up there. It better not be lost to time. But yeah, no, there it is there. Yeah, 0 monthly listeners. Yeah, me and Young Boy Gas, and a couple other people from my class. We were in the band. There was only ever one song released, and it had no vocals or anything. It was just, it was just the song. I don't even think there was any instruments. I think it was just like an FL Studio beat. But yes, we did band practice. We did everything. It was a very real band, and we said we were gonna make it one day, and everyone clowned on us. And when we didn't make it, it felt so much more real. But yes, it is true. I had a band back in the day.
All right. What inspired you to make music currently as Kenny Mgee?
Okay. Okay. Well, I don't really know who my main inspiration is. I know, like, I just kind of made music. Like, well, what's it? I listened to a bunch of different rappers. When I first started getting into rap music and stuff, my favorite rappers were like kind of like early hip hop rappers and stuff. My main inspirations for making music, maybe not as Kenny McGee, but just like even trying it would be Eminem, Lil Wayne, and Lil Jon.
Lil Jon.
Definitely those three. And you can hear some Lil Jon influence in a lot of my more aggressive songs. That's where I get my aggressive tone from, along with me being Scottish and stuff. That's the main thing. I got a lot of inspiration from Lil Jon.
All right. All right. So I'm thinking of this question.
hmm
So you started off as a YouTuber, I'm pretty sure, right?
I did start off as a YouTuber when I was I don't know if I mentioned it in my wiki, but was I started making YouTube videos when I was like 8 or 9 years old with my brother Dougie G. Our original YouTube channel was called Unicorn and the Cob, and we had a screen recorder on our iPad and we just filmed videos and put them up. It did actually not too bad. There's a couple hundred view videos out there. That was crazy at the time because we were like 8 years old. And then after that we deleted the channel. We split up and did our own things. And I made the channel Keyboard Kenny. I don't really know where. I know where the name came from. Basically, my Xbox name at the time was Keyboard Killer. And when I wanted to make a YouTube channel, my mom said, don't have the word killer in there because then people won't click in your channel. So I changed it to Kenny, which is from the TV show South Park because I like that show a lot when I was younger. And yeah, he was my favorite character, and that's where it came from. And the name Kenny Mgee, that came from what was it? It was just a joke from school, because Keyboard Kenny was always like kind of attached to me, and the McGee part just kind of came along. And when I started making music, I don't even think I had a name or anything. I think I just released on my YouTube channel. But when I did when I started I'm sure you'll get into this, but when I started doing like SoundCloud music and stuff, yeah, then I was known as Kenny McGee and stuff. I was also known as J Dog for a while because my real name is James. So yeah, I kind of went in between those two was it things. But yeah, that was my that was it. Yeah, I started off with a YouTube channel. I originally just made like Minecraft videos and stuff. And then over time I made more like better videos and stuff. But I don't know, I've kind of slowed down on it because I always wanted to make YouTube videos, but this music thing seems like way more cut out for me than that was. I still like making the videos, but I don't know. I think I might. I think I'll say this. I'm doing a lot better than I in my music than I have been in my YouTube channel. So I think I might just keep doing that.
Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about your pre-flex music. I'm pretty sure you released some other stuff pre-flex. So let's talk about that.
Okay, okay. So basically, I'm not sure how many people know about this. My first ever piece of music ever recorded was J-Cam diss track. J-Cam is Youngboy Gas. That's his YouTube channel name. He still makes YouTube videos and stuff. And what's it? This was the same year Shades, my band and stuff, was created. I made one night. I just went home. I didn't even have nothing bad on him. I just did it as a joke, and I made J-Cam diss track. It notably has no beat. Um, and I burn a picture of his face at the end of the video in it. That video pretty blew up in my school ever. Thought it was really funny. Yeah, and that was the first piece of music ever done. After that, I did a couple more J-Cam diss tracks, but then eventually, I made my first ever album. It is nowhere near long enough to even call it an album, but it's now infamously Doing My Thang. I made that when I was 11, 12 years old in like it started production in like mid late 2018 and came out in like mid to late 2019. If you look at like when the videos were uploaded and stuff, like it was never uploaded as an album. All of the songs are just like singles. There was no consistency. Some of them are like months apart. That was the first piece of music I ever did. And I've given the album, someone put it up on my album of the year. I gave it a 0 out of 10. And obviously it's joking and stuff, but if you compare the music, it is like 20, to be fair, it was made in 2018, 2019. 2019 Flex was a lot like it, but it's even worse than 2019 Flex. But the only saving grace from there is the infamous Curry's diss track, which I've made two more of. Yeah, but that was one of the main things that came from that. After that, um me, Young Boy Gas, and Dougie G, we it was basically a collective. It was just us three, but we called it a record label. It was called the Minja Records, named after our Discord server at the time. And basically we we just what we did was we had a SoundCloud page. The SoundCloud page is still up, and there was no consistency to the song drops. We just kind of be in a call, and we'd be like, okay, speed run time. We're gonna all record a song, and then we just go off and record a song, and then we just put them up on the SoundCloud page. No one ever watched them, but we only really made them for each other. We didn't make them to get big or anything. And yeah, we did that from like late 2019 to 2020, like through 2021. We did that for ages, and then what was it? I was aware of Flex from late 2020 to like what was it? 2021, but I didn't know there was a server until like late 2021. But even then, I didn't want to try and join Flex or anything at the time. I don't know. I was just kind of like, yeah, now I'm alright. I was in it. I found Flex through the infamous rapper Badabi. Um, One of my friends it came up in his recommended Epic Davy, and we thought it was the funniest thing ever. And then from then, yeah, we found Flex. Yeah, and then what was it? We all knew what it was. I just kind of never joined it. And then one day, I just decided to. You were there, Bike. I just joined the call one day. Two calls by. I said I was in Flex. I played them a song. They really liked it. That was it in Flex, and
Whoa.
it was kind of crazy at the time, because like Flex is like I'd say it's the biggest meme rap like label type thing. It's like
Yeah.
ever like if you know meme rap and stuff, Flex is pretty well known, or at least you'll know some of the artists. And yeah, and the even crazier thing is that I'm one of the biggest artists in Flex. Period. Yeah, no, I have like I have like 200 monthly listeners,
Without
many
even a
songs
year
with
of being
like,
signed as well.
yeah, without even a year being signed. I have like my hit song "A Little Squeaky Up to You." It's on its way to 2K streams, and I have many music videos and stuff with like plenty of streams and stuff. I know it's pretty crazy. And the weird thing is like Bike, I'm like a bigger like artist than you are, but you're still like, to me, like all these artists, like was I got told the other day. I was like, yo, I think, why is everyone like acting like I'm bigger than I am? Because I keep seeing people like you, like the OGs, the icons, as being bigger, but nah, I guess I'm like bigger than stuff. But it's kind of crazy, you know, like just how much I've grown in such a short amount of time. Because I joined Flex in March, and it is now August, and I'm one of the biggest stars. It's crazy. I'm grateful though. Don't get me wrong. It's just like it's just kind of like weird to think about. But yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel that. Yeah. Now, your album, your first album under Flex, Split Personalities. What was like the process behind that album? What was like the rollout like?
Okay. So basically, I didn't have like a rollout in mind. The When I joined Flex, there was like 15 songs done. And a lot of the songs were recorded. If you can hear some of the songs in the album. They sound like I'm younger and stuff. They were recorded in like 2021 and stuff. Examples being Bomb, um, My Bitch is a Bitch, what was it? A couple others. The one with Dougie G, and my there were there's plenty of songs. There's like 15 songs recorded from 2021 in there, and I was planning on just dropping that. But after I made Dogfights, which not a lot of people know this, Dogfights was made within an hour of joining that call and getting signed. Yeah, I'm not even joking. I just want to make a song, and I thought I'd show it to Flex. And I made that song, and that song was fire, and everyone really liked it. And I was like, okay, I need to do. I was sitting there. I was just like, I think I need to do something to stand out from the crowd for a first drop. I dropped the three singles, all representing the different genres in the album, which I was gonna do anyway. And then I was like, I like making music. Why don't I just make like a fucking 45, 50 song album? And then so I just kind of started, making songs, like multiple songs every day, getting features on them. And then yeah, after that, I just kind of, it just kind of all came together. I got all the features. The album came together. Um, it was a bitch to release with streaming, but after it dropped, it's my biggest. It's it's a big album. It's like got well over 1,000 streams on all platforms because of all the different sides and stuff. And yeah, it's just kind of it was just like a weird one because I don't know how many people have finished it because it's infamously 45 songs, 2 hours and 50 minutes
I was
long.
there in the whole
You know,
call.
it's like you were there. Yeah, it was a very I should have dropped it on a Saturday because school was out when I did it.
Yeah,
And some people couldn't join. But
yeah. My
yeah,
school was like,
I think you joined it when you're like your school's like half an hour, so your
yeah.
school ended when you joined. But yeah, I should have did that differently. However, the album did very well. I'll check right now. I know it's got over 300. I know it's got over 300 views, and each side has over 300 streams on Spotify. It was a very very big drop for me, and I think I made a quite a big impact with it purely just because of just how big it was. Like it was like I don't know, people were just looking at it just like, who the fuck is Kenny Mgee? Might as well just see and just give it a watch. And yeah, 337 views, and all the sites have like over 300 views on them. But yeah, it was a very big drop for me. Like literally and metaphorically, it was a big drop. And yeah, I feel like it just kind of showed, who I am, what I can do and stuff. And I think I made one of the biggest impacts this year purely because of that album. Because at the time, like even like my biggest song, "Up to You," it had like, I remember it was sitting on like 90 streams for like 2 weeks, and then it just kind of picked off. You picked up, like I was kind of big. I was like known, but like after the album, shit just kind of started rolling. But yeah, that was a big drop. It was a hard one to make. But yeah.
All right. So people, the wiki says that you're Lil Squeaky's apprentice.
Okay, so that's an interesting one. So I was talking to Beetlebat. I was just talking to him about Flex and stuff fairly recently, and I'm very sure he mentioned it. I'm very sure it was him who wrote, "He is said to be Lil Squeaky's apprentice." He said he goes back in that now. He says he doesn't see me as that. But Bike, I have a question for you. When I started to make music with Flex and stuff, would you say I was very similar to like Lil Squeaky and like the way my music sounded and just like how I'd collabed with him as like my first feature and stuff? Like, would you say it was Would
I
you
don't,
say like you know?
I don't think you sounded
Would
like
you
him.
would you say that?
I don't think you sounded like him.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you see where like would you say like maybe like the first couple of weeks I was in Flex, do you think like there was any similarities at all, or do you think it was more just like, oh, he's just like a little bit like Little Squeaky?
I never really saw the similarities.
What's it? I believe Squeaky himself, he's written a paragraph on my wiki page talking about it. I'll read it out right now. Kenny has proclaimed himself to be Lil Squeaky's apprentice. That is not true. I've never said that before. I assume he just I thought it was me. But yeah, that's what was it? Due to them releasing several songs of Lil Squeaky, including "Up to You," "Throat Goat," "Lame Ass Beat," etc. Lil Squeaky was the first Flex member of the label to collaborate with Kenny, and he said that the feature made him who he is in Flex. That is actually true. Squeaky was there's all these infamous I'm gonna say allegations, of like a little Squeaky is a cyberbully and stuff. But he was the first person I ever got in a song, and I was just some random ass guy. He didn't even know what my music sounded like. I just asked him, please go on a song. He said yeah, and yeah, just since then, I think me and him are pretty good, collab, like pretty good at collab, and we've haven't done a whole lot, but actually now we've done like 5 songs, I think, and we've but yeah, like Up to You and stuff, it's an absolute banger, and me and Squeaky, I think we just complement ourselves quite well on the mic. I'd love to make more stuff with him in the future, explore new styles. But yeah, in terms of me being his apprentice, I never really saw it. I'm a big fan of his music. He's he he didn't inspire me, but I respect him a lot. But yeah, I wouldn't say I'm his apprentice, especially not now. But yeah, I do respect him a lot.
Yes. Um, you also have the biggest flex feature of all time.
I do have the biggest flex feature of all time. Lanze. Okay.
What's the
So
story
there's a
of
bit of
that?
a story. The story of this one is basically I've followed Lanze's music for like 3 years. I remember when what was it called again? With It dropped. He was the asthma rapper. And it was the funniest thing. And then here I just see on my story, Lanze. Hey yo, I'm charging like $50 per feature. I'm in the studio right now. Just hit me up? And I was like, oh shit. I hit Lanze. I actually got CRZ to produce a beat for me, a Lanze type beat. Yeah, for the song Get That Shit. I hit him up and I was like, yo, I want a feature. And he was alright at the time. He was like, he wanted $35. And then I was like, I don't got that. So I just kind of told him, are you okay with like $20? And he said, yeah, okay, we can make that work. Yeah, and then I just kind of like, what was it? He wrote it and recorded it. It was actually a bit of a thing because I'm from Scotland. The money took like 5 days to get sent over. But yeah, after that, I sent him his money and he sent me the feature. I actually thought I'd get scammed at the time. I trusted the guy a lot, but I don't know. There was just something about it. Just sending this random guy some money who, like, he isn't really a random guy, but it just kind of felt weird. But yeah, he sent me the feature, and then after that, I just kind of I got him on the song, and it was like I remember I was talking about it, and no one was really like, caring that much. I think they might have thought of like I was just stealing like a random verse from him or something like that. And then like when the song obviously started and stuff, and people like started realizing, oh shit, he got fucking Lanze on a song. The I paid Brad to react to it, and then I told him that I paid for it. I paid $20, and he didn't believe me. But the best proof I got is that he said, "Shout out Keyboard Kenny" for the beat at the beginning of the song. But after I paid for that, the side he said he was gonna promote, but he didn't. But it kind of just like promoted itself because it's Lanze. He has like quite a big cult following. But yeah, no, the song just kind of picked up. It's one of my biggest songs this year, and it is the biggest flex feature I think anyone's had. I know Moscow got Drop Top, but I think Lanze's bigger. He has like million hit
Yeah.
songs. You know, yeah, but yeah, after that
I
the
think
song
Drop
just kind
Top.
of blew up, and
I think Drop
yeah.
Top actually might have more followers.
Yeah, I think Drop
He's
Top
got
has like a
like
bigger like
he's got a no
fan
jumper
base, but I
interview and
think
all that.
Lanze has bigger. But I think Lanze is more has like bigger hits, but Drop Top's like a more of like a fans artist, if you know what I mean. But
Yeah.
yeah, in terms of streams, yeah, I've gotten the biggest I've gotten the biggest flex feature, and it was only for $20, which is funny because some people like Exophilo, as an example, charge $5 less. So people gotta start thinking how much they're actually worth when I'm getting Lanze to do a hook for me for $20. But yeah, yes, yeah. Hopefully I can collab with him again. He was actually a really cool guy.
All right. So now let's talk about your latest release, which is Kenny McGee presents Flex Fridays.
Okay, so yeah, this release, is basically just a glorified compilation album, to be honest. Because what's it? It is the whole thing is built up of scrap songs. Majority of them are Volume 4 scraps. You know. Which is kind of funny because what's it? In my opinion, I don't think all of them should have been scrapped or whatever. But it gives me a bigger track list.
Yeah.
I got told was it the album's doing very well, very consistent reviews. I don't think there's a single bad review on it actually on like album of the year and stuff. Everyone seems to be liking it a lot. It has all my previous singles, bunch of scrap songs, and then my Volume 4 stuff which didn't make it on. But yeah, no, it's doing actually very well. It didn't at first, but it's doing a lot better. And yeah, no, people seem to mess it up a lot. When I was making it, I love split personalities. It got me where I am and stuff. But I think if you listen to it, there's I think I know there's only like a couple of months like thing, but I haven't like like changed a whole lot as an artist. But I've done a lot of different like things in terms of like ad libs, production, and all that. I've just been trying to keep getting better, and I think split personalities for me is like dipping my like feet in the water, and then this one's just like taking the plunge. It's like even though it is scrap songs and stuff, it's just like you can hear the difference and stuff. And yeah, but yeah, that's basically it.
And you do have a new song on Volume 4.
I do have a new song on Volume 4. It's called "You're Gonna Die." It's kind of like melodic rap type thing. Yeah. It kind of mixed reviews, but the most important thing is that Beatlebat likes it, and he's an infamous harsh critic. So that's the biggest W I'm taking from it. Not everyone's gonna like it, but it's not really a song for everyone. It doesn't. I think it will be. I think it'll be like a sleeper hit in the times to come. But quite frankly, I had a lot of fun recording it. Yeah, and I'm glad. I'm glad I got any song of Volume 4, to be honest, because I know there was a lot of unlucky people who didn't get their songs on. But yeah.
So yeah, that concludes the interview. This was under 30 minutes, so I'll probably premiere this tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. That's yeah, that sounds good. Yeah. Thank you for this interview, Tending Bike, and yeah. Have a great day. Okay,
Oh,
thanks.
anything else you want to say to the viewers before we really
Okay,
go?
so yeah, just check out all of my socials and stuff. I have a couple more singles dropping in the near future, and yeah, but that's basically it. Yeah, just be on the lookout for new music.
Yeah,
Oh
go
yeah,
follow
also
Kenny McGee on everything. Yeah.
yeah, that's basically it. Okay, thank you, Tending Bike. This was a great episode of Tending Bike Show, and good luck with you, and thanks.
All right. Peace out.